Hey guys, how's it going? Modern Musket here. Wanted to go over some Spiritus products with y'all today. Right here, I've got the Spiritus Mk4 chest rig slash placard, and here I got the Mk5. I'm going to go over the differences between the two, perhaps some reasons why you would choose one over the other, and how I personally run them. So with that being said, let's go and get started. I'm going to move the Mk5 off to the side for now, just so we can focus a little more on the Mk4 to get started. So with the Mk4, as you can see, it is a two-pocket design. And with the two pockets, they are both loop-lined inside on both sides. So you can put inserts in, and the inserts are going to have to be hook on both sides in order to integrate with these pouches, or the I guess where you'd put your inserts. And what I have in the back, I got 3 5.56 magazines. So I'm going to take those out real quick. The way I run it currently is the 3 5.56 mags in the back, and I can put 2 pistol mags in the front, but what I like to do more often than not is I'll keep 1 pistol mag in there, and I'll keep a multi-tool in the second pistol mag insert. That way I have a multi-tool on me as well, because for the most part I run my pistol mags on my belt, so that is particularly how I run this. And then here I got a flap that you can also get from Spiritus. And right now I just have these clips in there because I don't really have anything that I keep in there 24/7. But I have these clips that come with both the Mk4 and Mk5 if you're going to use it as a chest rig. Now if you're using it as a chest rig, it comes with those clips, and it comes with a backer for the back Velcro. I currently just took this off of my LV119. That's why I don't have it on there right now, but it comes with one. So if you're going to run it as a chest rig, you're going to have to buy the back strap for this down here. And you're going to have to buy the either fat straps or skinny straps, which are going to be your shoulder straps in essence. So it's going to clip in from up here. It's going to come around your shoulders, and then you're going to have side ones that come in and clip right here. So let me go ahead and take these out real quick too. Set all that to the side. So this Mk4, as you can see, like I said, 2-pocket design. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than the Mk5 because the Mk5 is a single pocket design. But by having these 2 pockets here, you have more capability to grow into. So say you're on a limited budget and you want to get something you can end up building into in the future, you can do that with this, to where you've got 2 pockets already. If you only have enough money for, say, the placard and an insert for 5.56 mags or 308 mags, you can put them in the back, and in the meantime, you can, if you happen to have inserts, put some inserts in there and you'll be good to go. But if you don't, you can at least put something in there, perhaps make use of it somehow. If you have some Velcro one wrap, you can put the one wrap inside and flip it over and make a sort of makeshift closure. Do some tactical crafting, they call it. But they also have these half flaps. There's designs or versions where the flap covers the entire front, so it's called the full front. And there's some other companies that also make like quarter flaps and whatnot. Whiskey 24 comes to mind when I think of them. And also 8492 Nylon Works, I believe, also has flaps too, if you're trying to get a particular design or color and say Spiritus is out of stock. So that's the Mk4. Pretty simplistic, not too overdone. There's no molly on the sides, and there's no way to really mount anything on the bottom unless you're going to use shock tube or shock cord. You can possibly lash stuff on the bottom, but those are mostly drainage grommets. So there's the Mk4. And here we're going to move on to the Mk5. Mk5 also comes with the Velcro, loop section for the back. So if you're going to run it as a chest rig, it's not going to tear up your clothing. And it also comes with the clips on the side. I just don't have them on there currently because that's not what this is going to be used as. What's cool about this one is that while it's a single pocket design, it's much more low profile. So if you want a little more slim profile, this would be the one you would want to go with. And you can still build off of it if you have certain requirements for whatever it is you're planning on doing. So say you're going to go on a hike or something, and you've got perhaps a more usable color like multicam or Ranger Green, right? But say you know, you're doing a class or something, and all you need are just the 3.5.56 magazines. You've got a tourniquet on your belt or whatever, then that works, right? But say you're going to go out and go hiking. Well, now you want to add perhaps, say, an admin pouch with some compass and maybe a little rangefinder card, you know, those little 3D printed cards, whatever it is. You can add to the front of this with pouches. So the way I run it personally is I have an HSGI Minimap V2, which is 5 columns across on the back, and this is 6 columns on the front, so I run it all the way to the right side of the placard, and I still have 1 column open on the left side. And what I want to do is put a Blue Force Gear pistol magazine pouch there, so I could put a white light and have it mounted there, and it would be out of the way. But that's just how I prefer to run it. With that pouch, it's not much wider than the Mark IV. It's just barely bigger, and I can hold 5 magazines in there, 5.56 mags, and I also have an admin pouch on the front, and it can be organized very well. So for me, that works, but I'm also sacrificing the low profile of the Mark V. And with this having MOLLE on the front, it's very easy to bulk this thing up and make it to where it's bigger than the Mark IV. So if you want something like the Mark IV, but you want it to be more customized or tailored to yourself and your uses, you can do that with the Mark V, but you can also go a little too far too. So you need to be able to draw yourself back and not go overboard, right? And then what's also nice about the Mark V is it's got a single column of MOLLE on both of the sides, as well as lashing points, if that's what these little holes are for. And all that's laser cut. And also on the top, say you have a magazine inside your placard, right? Or your chest rig. You're right. Sorry guys, the dog. But say you also want extra retention on there instead of just the elastic retention inside. You can get a bungee kit and you can put it inside these holes on your placard. And you can actually say, you know, the magazines, since I'm right-handed, I like to cant my magazines towards the right. So whenever I pull them out, I can just put them in my AR like that. Well, what's nice about having all these different holes is that you can specifically place your bungee kit wherever you want it. So in my case, it might be best to put it right there and there, so it'll lash over at an angle, and it would follow the angle of the AR magazine. So it would pull it in this way rather than try to be up and down and be sliding all over the place. And if you have AK mags, it works even better because it's such a curved magazine. You could pull it in at whatever angle you have them facing. So there's a lot of capability to both the Mark IV and Mark V. You can build the Mark V out to resemble the Mark IV, but if you want something that's a little less expensive to get into, that at the very least holds your magazines, the Mark V is great. At the time of me making this video, standard pricing on these items, the Mark V is 45 bucks, and I believe the insert for a 5.5.56 elastic insert is going to be 25. I'm not exactly positive, but I'm pretty sure it's 25 bucks. And then the Mark IV placard is going to be $75. I believe this half flap was 20 bucks. And I think the double pistol insert was $18. And then again, $25 right here. So this was a lot more expensive than the Mark V, but also I can hold pistol mags, or I can hold flashlights in the pistol inserts, or my, what's it called, multi-tool, right? And then I also have the half flap, so I can throw random stuff in there. So they're both very usable. I think they both are very good products, and you can get by with either or. It's not a huge deal. And if you really wanted to leave the front pouch empty on your Mark IV, you could. But currently, there's no way to really close it and keep it flattened. You would have to get one of these half flaps or the full flap that goes all the way across. And there's also a AXL zipper pouch to where it's just a little insert that's bottomless. So the bottom of this pouch would be the bottom of that zipper insert. But it's just a zippered top that allows you to get into the pouch and utilize the whole pouch. So if you get the one that's only half width of the front of the pouch, you'd be able to put your hand in there, but your stuff could fall over to the other side. So pros and cons, right? But Mark IV got a lot of capability. Mark V, a lot of customization options are available. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you got any questions about the Mark 4 or 5, you can put them in the comments. I'm sure there will be other people that could answer your questions as well. So, guys, thanks for spending your time with me and going over these two products with me. So, thanks. Y'all have a good one. Bye.